Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to continue to work on the roof, try to get that welded on the car. I was going to say house today. So I threw another coat of primer on it last night too, or this morning rather. It's got like crap stuff in there, like fuzz or something. I don't know, but I'm probably going to hit it with some sandpaper. I might wet sand it a little bit just to get this crap out of there. So that way when I'm actually painting the inside of the car, I don't have to deal with nasty looking paint up top, because it looks pretty bad and you can definitely feel it. I don't know if I just did a terrible job prepping it last night when I was tired or something like that. I don't know, but gonna get that done. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to get in there. I'm probably gonna run seam sealer all along here, all the seams where I welded, just in case it does leak. I don't want to deal with that. It really shouldn't, because it is fully welded and it's gonna get filler and glazing, putty and whatnot over it. And it'll help clean up the welds too on the backside. So I'll just run a nice thin layer of white seam sealer and then paint over it too. So it should blend in really well. So I'll stop talking and get started. Okay, that side is all taken care of and good, so I can hit it with another respray once I'm done. So there are a couple spots that I need to fix and weld up real quick. A couple of big spots that I noticed, like when I flipped it over, I could really see it then. So I definitely want to take care of those. Just like decent sized pinholes. I don't really want to have to fill that with filler, so I'm going to take care of that. I think. Yeah, there's one right here, and then there's another section where, yeah, it's right here that I gotta hit. It shouldn't take long, just a couple spots that I gotta tack on real quick, and then grind them down, smooth again, slowly, and not remove too much material. It's definitely gonna take a lot of body work to get it to look straight, because like the roof has like a natural curve to it, and this piece is pretty straight in there. So it's definitely going to look weird, and it's going to take a lot of blocking to try to get that angle back and whatnot. So that'll be fun, especially since it's on the top of the car. That'll be, which is good because I guess I can stand through the windshield. So I didn't think about that, and through the back window. So that's good. I just thought about that now. But I'll start welding up these little holes so I can actually throw this thing in there and try to get it welded up. So this spot right here, it's real nasty looking. I grinded too much away, so I made this even thinner than it is. So I mean, there's barely any material here anyway. This is like 20 to 22 gauge for the roof. So I was just chasing it, slowly trying to get the material that I was accidentally burning through, but eventually got it filled. So don't be like me and don't grind too much. Alright, you didn't see me do any of this because I realized my camera was off, but just use tape to have like a nice clean edge, and then I spread it all out with just like a scraper. But you gotta let it sit for 30 minutes before I can throw any paint on it. Probably gonna primer this one more time, then hit it with a coat of white paint, just so it'll be easier to spray when it's actually in the car, because it's probably gonna be really hard to actually get it past all those bars. Should be dry enough. Said 30 minutes. It still feels pretty squishy. It's kind of cold out. It's like, I don't know, 50 degrees, so it's not too cold, but it's gonna take a while for stuff to set. Looks like I got dirt in there. Someone was grinding next to it. Wonder who that was. Maybe the guy welding. in the car at dark. Can't even see anything and he's welding. So probably another 10 minutes and I could pull the tape off and then paint. Kind of at a standstill because I don't know what else to do right now. I guess I could start cleaning my garage. It is really bad again. Terrible. Alright, I'm going to let this dry for like 15-20 minutes and then throw a coat of white paint on just real quick, just in case I can't cover it fully. I might not even throw the white paint on there and just leave it primered, because I should be able to get this relatively well when it's in there, at least like mixing it with the actual spray gun that I'll be using. So yeah, I'll just leave it in primer so I can undo this step, because it's getting kind of late and I do want to get this in today because I'm tired of it taking so long. So let this dry for a few minutes and then throw it on the car. Well, it's tacked on there in a few spots right now. Each corner is tacked on and a couple more in other spots. So the whole reason that I said in my last video, I wanted to throw it on the car before I welded that up fully so it wouldn't warp. And I really should have done that because it definitely did warp a little bit. Made putting it on pretty difficult. It doesn't line up perfectly anymore, so it's a little twisted, just a tiny bit. It really isn't too bad. And it shouldn't be noticeable once it's all done. But it definitely would have helped if I could have gotten the roof completely on and then I welded it on there. It would have sucked being bent over the car, the top of the car to weld it all, but it would have came out a lot better. I should have just waited to the next day, but oh well, no biggie. So now I just need to go by, pinch each joint as I weld them to make sure that it's close and there's no weird gaps or anything like that, like how those are. And then just plug them all up. And then hit these with the seam sealer. So it had seam sealer in here before. So I just need to run that all the way down again in this joint. That way it doesn't leak. Yeah, so it's pretty much just a slow process from here on out. Just make sure it's tight. It lines up pretty much exactly where it's supposed to go. And then give it a tack or a plug weld in there. Well, the front is completely plug welded back up, and the back has like 5 in it. The sides have quite a bit in them too, but I'm done for the night. I'll just pick this video up tomorrow, so I won't stick to my current plan, just because it wouldn't make sense to spread this out to like 3 videos. Well, I am not feeling it today. Long day at work, so it's late right now already. But I gotta get this done today for sure. So yeah, I'm just gonna put the time in. Sorry if I sound tired or talking slower than normal, which is kind of hard to do anyway because I kind of talk pretty slow when I'm making these videos. It's to be clear and concise. That's what it is. Promise. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna pick it up right where I left off. Start plug welding the rest of these holes. So there's about 50 that need to be plug welded up. Hit this with some seam sealer and then I'm going to bed. And would you just look at that? Those are bad signs. I'm about to run out of C25 again. I just filled that. I don't know. I weld too much on this thing or just suck and probably just have my CFH way too high right now. Probably should trim that down because that's going through it way too quick unless I have a leak. I don't know. All right, now I'm going to plug it. they're all plug welded up now. So I need to clean up some of these because they're a little high. The only place that they really matter, like the levelness of it, is like the window seals, so the front and the rear. So I'm gonna grind those down, and then I'm gonna clean all of these up, run the wire wheel in here, get all the crap out of here, and then I'll probably hit it with some primer just in those spots. I don't really care about overspray because the whole car has to get completely sanded, so I'm gonna hit it with some primer real quick just so there's not bare metal after I remove it all, and then I'll seam seal it. It should just be like 10 minutes because it's pretty warm out today. It's like 65-70 degrees, so it shouldn't take long for the primer to at least flash enough to be able to put the seam sealer on. All right, I got the coat of primer on there. So this is just temporary. That's why I didn't really clean it up very much. Like you can see that there's still metal fragments and stuff in there. So don't worry, it's not a big issue. All this will be stripped when I paint the car, and I'm not rattle canning it. So don't worry that it's kind of jankety or whatever. I will do it the correct way when the time comes, which will be in about a week. All right, this 2-day adventure of throwing on the roof is over. I'm done with it. I'm not going to be seam sealing. I thought about it some more. Like I said, that's just temporary primer on there right now. So all that's gonna get completely stripped. A lot of body work's gonna be done to the roof to try to make it look normal again, because it definitely doesn't. It's a nice flat spot on there. It doesn't really follow the curvature. We're not gonna overdo the Bondo on it though, because, well, not Bondo, but filler on it. That way it doesn't crack or anything crazy, because it does kind of have some flex in it, because it doesn't have as many roof supports. It probably would have been better if I'd left those roof supports in there. I think I really should have left them in there. It was worth it just to save, or to not save that like 4 pounds or whatever I saved, just because it would have been a lot easier to weld that in, because of the fact that it would have like followed the curve, and it would have added a lot more support to the roof. So lesson learned, if you patch your sunroof, I would leave that in there. But yeah, I'm done for the night. Like I said, that's all getting completely stripped. Once I prime it, and I get all the body work done, prime it and whatnot, then I'll apply the seam sealer. That way it's paintable seam sealer, so that way it'll blend in with the actual base coat and sealer that I'm doing, or the sealer and the base coat. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Sorry if I'm rambling again at the end of the videos. I'm not trying to just fluff up the video by talking more. This is already probably long enough of a video. I don't even know how much footage I have of this right now. All the days are blending together, but I'm done. I said that 3 times. I'm gonna go inside, shower real quick, and wake up for work in like 5 hours. So see you guys tomorrow.